So back in November, I made videos in what I called the beginner series, where I basically went through what were, in my opinion, the best strategies for quickly progressing through the Hunter Call of the Wild as a beginner, but back then, spine shots were kind of the meta for dropping animals. That's been changed along with the way quick kill works, so I thought today I would make a updated guide for Layton Lakes shot placement using only the 243 on every species, other than of course ducks and rabbits, because, well, you can shoot them anywhere. Also, just a quick little piece of advice, because anytime someone asks me what map they should hunt on as a beginner, I do always recommend Layton Lakes because of the amount of animals you can take with the 243, and also the ease of finding them with all the waterways in the game. And that is exactly why we're here on Layton Lakes for this video today, so let's get into it. So quickly to clarify, we will be using the polymer tip rounds for every shot we take today, and we'll be working our way up from smallest to largest. So coyote with a 243, single lung shot is enough to get full quick kill. Any hit will actually bring them down. So if you get, say, a shot where a coyote is just running off and you have an opportunity to go for it, do it. Coyotes are worth a lot of cash, and as said, any hit at all will bring them down, so you're really not taking much of a risk. They don't even run that far. Next up, we have Blacktail, which since the update require a double lung shot for the full quick kill. So pretty easy to do, just aiming behind the shoulder, and you can get that full quick kill. And I will just go ahead and say, any lung shot on any animal in this video will bring them down. They might run a long way if they're like a elk or a moose, but they will go down. The reason I am trying to show how to get the maximum quick kill out of them is that does maximize your cash, your XP, and your weapon score. So you want to get the full quick kill bonus if possible, but if you're not comfortable going for maybe a more difficult shot, a lung shot is always an option. Also, if you get a frontal angle or if you get a blacktail that is potentially a diamond, I would recommend a heart shot. So the heart is dead center between the front legs and set back into the chest a bit. So you'll notice I aim to the right. That is because of the angle I have to account for the fact that the heart is set back a little bit. So that's why I'm not dead center between the front legs. But the reason I recommend this for any that are potential diamonds is you can get double lung shots, just not quite getting full quick kill. So it happens, not every time, but if you want to guarantee the quick kill, you can go for the heart. And as said, it's an option if you get a frontal angle where you can't get double lung. But moving on to whitetail, which also only require a double lung shot for the full quick kill. So again, just behind the shoulder, and you can get through to both lungs using the polymer tip rounds. But much like the blacktail, you can get double lung shots that don't quite get full quick kill. You can end up in that like 95 to 100 range. So if you do want to guarantee the quick kill, or again if you get a frontal angle, heart is still super doable. Once again, straight between the two front legs and step back into the chest a bit. Next, we have black bear, which again, you can just lung shot them and they will go down, but you are not going to get the full quick kill. So if you want 100%, you do want to go for a heart shot. And one little trick is to alert the bear and get it to stand up, and then check out where I've got the crosshairs aligned here. So this is a neat little trick I found for judging the height of the heart on a standing bear, and this does work for brown bear as well. But check out the horizontal line of the scope. It is almost dead level with the top of his shoulders, just under it, and obviously you want to go dead center of the chest. The reason I'm not exactly center is he's not facing me perfectly, but it is a neat little trick, because for me, I always misjudge it. I always aim lower than I should, but I found that when you line it up with the shoulders, it does make it a bit easier. Now, of course, not every bear is going to be standing up, even though this one really wants to, but it is the same process as the deer, just between the two front legs and set back just a bit into the chest. So this one was facing me perfectly, so I could actually aim exactly in the middle between the two front legs, and it's actually a pretty simple heart shot. Next, we have elk, and I was unable to get a heart shot. I was unable to get a brain shot. I couldn't get a neck shot using the 243. I don't know if it was something I was doing wrong, or maybe the glitches with the models currently. But in the end, I ended up going for a lung shot just because that will bring them down. And in this case, I got lung and then some and still was unable to get any quick kill. So unfortunately, getting quick kill on the elk using the 243, at least at the time I'm recording this, does not seem to go very well. But you can bring them down. You still can get the cash from them. So worth it to go for the shot, I suppose, just not maybe if you see a level 5 or anything you do want to get full quick kill on. But finally, we have come to the moose, probably the most important one for a beginner, as the map is literally filled with them, and you might think they are difficult to take down, but there's actually a pretty easy trick to it, and much like the deer and bear before, we are going for a frontal heart shot, and again, it is the same, straight between the two front legs. The thing that makes moose much easier is the heart actually does not set back nearly as far in the chest, and that makes it way easier to hit even with the starting 243. So I think that's the reason I'm able to get it on moose and not elk, And you can go for a broadside shot, you can get a lung, you just aren't going to have any quick kill. So if you do want quick kill, you got to get that heart shot. But otherwise, you can bring them down, as with every other species in the video. But that is going to do it. So as it turns out, you can get full quick kill on every species on Layton Lakes using the starting 243, and I'm sure that includes elk. I was just unable to find a shot that works. So if you have one, please put it in the comments below. I'll pin that. So if anybody is interested, check the comments. And if there is a strategy for dropping elk using the 243, that will be pinned there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.